Have you noticed that factories across Southeast Asia are getting quieter? That once bustling garment lines in Vietnam, electronics plants in Thailand, and call centers in the Philippines seem to be slowing down? Behind the scenes, something big is unfolding. A growing labor crisis is creeping across Southeast Asia, and no one seems to be sounding the alarm loud enough. In the last 2 decades, Southeast Asia has been one of the world's key manufacturing hubs. Cheap labor, abundant workforce, and friendly trade policies attracted foreign companies in droves. But now, that model is under serious threat. In countries like Indonesia, Vietnam, and Thailand, industries are struggling to recruit and retain workers. Why? It's not just about wages. It's about demography, automation, education, and expectations. Let's start with demographics. Southeast Asia's population is still relatively young, but the trend is shifting fast. In Thailand, the average age of the workforce is rising rapidly. Vietnam is following close behind. Birth rates are declining. Meanwhile, young people today are far less likely to accept the kind of factory jobs their parents had. They want more money, more flexibility, more meaning. This shift in worker mindset is deeply tied to education and digital exposure. Access to the internet and higher education has broadened horizons. Young Southeast Asians today are online entrepreneurs, freelancers, content creators. Many no longer see manufacturing as a viable or desirable career path. For businesses that rely on mass, low-cost labor, that's a serious problem. Then there's the rise of automation. Companies across the region are turning to robots and AI to solve the labor shortage. Sounds like a fix, right? But it's not that simple. Automation replaces repetitive jobs, but it also requires a more skilled workforce to operate and maintain machines. The transition is leaving many workers behind, especially older ones or those from rural areas with limited education. And let's not forget migration. Millions of Southeast Asians have left their home countries to work abroad. Countries like Malaysia and Singapore rely heavily on migrant labor, but tightening immigration policies and political pressure are reducing these flows. Within countries, urban-rural migration also means factories in remote areas face severe labor gaps. What does all of this mean? It means Southeast Asia is approaching a turning point. If governments and industries don't act fast, the region could face a full-blown labor meltdown, slowing economies, rising inequality, and lost opportunities. But it's not too late. Investment in vocational education, labor reskilling, and smart migration policies could help. So could shifting away from over-reliance on cheap labor, and instead, building value-added industries powered by innovation and skilled talent. Southeast Asia doesn't have to fall into the same trap that caught other emerging economies. If it plays its cards right, this challenge could become an opportunity. What do you think? Is Southeast Asia heading toward a labor meltdown or a labor transformation? If you found this video insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more thought-provoking content. Your support helps us dig deeper and bring you stories that matter. See you in the next one.